In this lesson, we'll learn how to lock controllers to not only restrict movement, but also to make sure that those controllers receive no animation. For our secondary foot controls, we know that we don't want to move their position, only rotation. For our bank controllers, we know that we just need to control them in the y-axis. So it's a good practice then to go through and to lock any extra controllers that the animator will not need to worry about, not only for clarity, to restrict their movement, but also to make sure that those controllers receive no keyframe data, so we don't have a bundle of keys at the end of our animations. So with that said, let's say we go ahead and learn this process. I'll start with this toe control on the left side. With it selected, we simply right click and head over to our curve editor. Now we head over to our curve editor hierarchy so we can find our toe controllers that we like to go ahead and lock. So again, we want full control over the rotation, but no positional movement at all. So it's just a matter of selecting them all and going to the quad menu for this. Just right click and choose lock. And there you have it. So now notice as we try to move this, we cannot. Also notice this, if we were to turn on auto key, again it will receive no keys. Great. What I also like to do is actually lock the scale on this. Okay, so we can just right click and choose lock. So let's go ahead and do the same process for not only our secondary controls and the bank controls, but also our foot control. With the foot, if we were to select that really quick, it's just a matter of going to the scale and right clicking and choosing lock. That's it. We want to definitely rotate and move the position of this. If we were only able to rotate this, we'd be there all day and our animations wouldn't look good. All right, but let's say we go ahead and move over to the ball control now. Again, we want to lock its position. So we'll select our position tracks. We can go to our scale track, control click that, right click, and choose lock. Can head over to the heel, select lock, select the scale, and control click the position tracks, right click, choose lock. Okay, now we get to our bank controls, and again, we only want to worry about the y-axis. So we'll select our position tracks. We'll skip over the frozen tracks. Okay, we don't need to worry about those. The 0 Euler track, this is our new track that we get when we freeze our transformations. Okay, so this is what we need to be concerned about. And again, we'll control click X and Z. We'll control click scale, right click, and choose lock. All right, so we have one more object to worry about. Select the position controllers or their tracks, X and Z, and also scale, lock. All right, let's say we take care of the right side. Select that, go to scale. Okay, being that this is our toe control, we want to skip over rotation entirely and get to our position tracks. Lock those. Do the same for the ball control. And do the same for the heel. With that done, we can go ahead and move over to our foot control, just selecting its scale, taking care of that. And then we can finish off by working on our banks. So that's going to be scale, that's rotate Z and X, and all of our position controllers, lock. All right, got one more here to do, scale, Z and X, and take care of those position controllers. And now they're locked and everything is a lot cleaner now. So we can close out our curve editor. Okay, so we've learned the process for limiting controls and making sure that those limited controllers receive no keys. So what's our next step? The next step is to go in and actually add custom parameters to our foot controls so we can start to drive our bank. So by the next lesson, we're not only going to set up those custom parameters, but we're also going to work with our expression list, okay, to make sure that we can get these banks working.